So, this is Gamer Dom and welcome back to my garage. Well, I say garage, we seem to have gone all Switzerland on ourselves by the look of it. Wargaming's obviously entering into the festive spirit at last, so good on them, I say. Good on them. So, this is patch 9.13. Which is kind of an interesting patch because I believe, let's go and have a look, there we have it, there's the new Czech line. So I reviewed a couple of these tanks on the test server, the Skoda T25, which looks a great front tank. I had some really fun games in that thing, which has an auto-loading gun. And the T34-100, which is basically a pimped up T34-85. They pushed it up a level, so it's tier 7 rather than a tier 6, but to compensate it's got a 100mm gun, which is surprisingly good. And then you move on through these higher level ones, and I didn't do any videos of those because frankly there were loads of people doing some really good videos. So didn't see much point, but basically the top two tiers, the 9 and the 10, have autoloaders. So they're kind of from what I can gather, they're sort of a hybrid backchat type tank. The whole line from tier 4 onwards are light tanks. So let's take a look. Oh well, unlock the top gun for starters. So let's have a look at the, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this tank. The Kalush, yeah, no, I'm not definitely not going to pronounce it. So this is the tier 1 box. I mean, look at that thing. It's just ugly. So let's just see what we got here. Let's reload up a bit of, let's just put some golden just in case. I've no idea how good this gun is. Might as well put some, oh, we've got a sale on with the consumables, that's always good news. Oh, I've run out of small repair kits, that's not good. Okay, I'll have to buy some of those before it runs out. So yeah, just basic setup. What have we got here? Let's start him off with repairs and driver. Let's start him off with clutch braking. So 2-man crew, you know, everyone will have this tank in their garage. I'm not going to put any equipment on it. Let's see what it does. Not expecting an awful lot from this. So it's quite early, 8 o'clock, expect not many players are on at the moment. Here we go. Oh look, every single tank is the new Czech tier 1. I suppose what do you expect really? It's that was kind of inevitable. Oh god, they look so ugly. And it's this Mittengard battlefield which you only see on the low tier games. Yeah, oh well. let's see what we can do. I'm not expecting anything. Obviously got no mods. No XVM by the look of it either, so it's all a bit, oh god, this is slow and boxy. I believe from what I saw of some of the reviews of this tank, it's, well not reviews but discussions of it, it was a tractor chassis, so it's actually a tractor which they just bolted armour plating on, which is kind of fun. Oh, the gun's not very accurate either. Well, he hit me though. I'm getting out of here because I'm taking more damage than I'm giving. Aim time on it is horrible, and I'm dead. Okay. Oh, what a horrible, horrible tank that is. And look at this, we're gonna, by the look of it, win. Let's see what this... Looks like 3 of them didn't even bother moving, they just sat at the back there and died. Mind you, I might as well have done, I think I did 1 hit, and that was it. Oh, there's a big push through the centre. Oh god, these tanks are ugly. So, ugly with a very bad gun by the look of it. I think we'll be free XPing for you onto the next one pretty much straight away. I don't really want to use all my free XP. I'm trying to save up for I'm trying to get a couple of tier 10 tanks, to be absolutely honest. At this time of year, and I think they've just started it today actually, there's a 15% reduction on it all tier 8, 9 and 10s, and yeah, I kind of want a couple of those. I've saved up loads of credits. I've got nearly 11.5 million credits now, which is great, so I can... God, oh Jesus, this tank is horrible. It's just a box. Just a box. Come on, finish him off. Where's the last tank? There he is. Not sure where he's going. Thank God for that. Puts out that pain. Puts out of pain. So that that's the tier 1 Czech tank. Oh my goodness me, that was just horrible. Just horrible. Gun aim time was atrocious. 0 armor. Yeah, forget that. So let's carry on. Let's take a look at the tier 2 and XP that one, and we'll buy that one. Let's purchase without crew. What do I really want to spend a lot of XP? Oh, it's not much. We need to make sure it can actually do something. Buy that, buy that, buy that, buy that. So let's go back to the garage, and we are getting rid of that thing because that's just horrible. Just horrible. We'll keep the ammo because you never know, some of the guns carry it. What am I getting 1200 credits for? Okay, let's sell that horrible tank. And where's the Czechs? Let's put these guys. Oh, we're going to need new driver. Do I really want to spend decent money on a radio operator? I'm not. I'm just going to get a basic radio operator, and we'll have to retrain these guys. There we go. So they're all trained into that tank. Let's just check which gun we've got here. We've got a Skoda A8. Fast rate of fire. 52 penetrations, not too shabby at this level. 1.7 aim time, pretty good as well. Let's load up some ammo. We'll put the consumables in. Auto resupply. Again, I'm not going to put any modules on this thing. At least it looks like a tank this time. Engine powers are really small. 34 kilometers an hour isn't bad. Zero armor, really. Rate of fire is very high. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, we're on Roomberg. Well, look at that. Would you be surprised to see so many Czech vehicles? So, let's see. Oh, we got Seal Clubber on our team. In the Panzer IIJ. Which, those of you who don't know, is a tank that basically, in the hands of somebody who knows half what they're doing in it, is completely overpowered. The armor on it is like having a KV-1, and so yeah, I don't know what this gun will do to one of those, but I suspect it will struggle, because most things struggle against there's premium vehicles. Yeah, it's a premium German. Oh. Let's chase this guy down. Oh yeah, the gun on this is fun. Oh, it is when you aim, of course. Got any not got any armor, so I would imagine that Panzer IIJ is just ripping great chunks out of every tank that he's facing, which doesn't make this much of a fun game for the rest of us. But what are you going to do? Wargaming sold this stupid tank, and to be absolutely honest, I've got it. Don't much enjoy playing it, to be honest. Well, that's not true. Occasionally I enjoy playing it. It's kind of can be a bit of a laugh. When you're in a bad mood, you've had a really shitty day, you can go and take it out on everybody in the lower tier. Because, you know, it is OP, and you can't, most tanks can't cope with it, frankly. Let me see. Ooh. Who hit me? Where's the other one then? That's weird. It was about no map awareness. I didn't... Where the hell is the other one then? He must be camped somewhere around the base. But why didn't he light up when I walked past him? Now that's really weird. How come? I went fairly close to him. I would have thought I would have seen him. Oh well, whatever. I probably got a bit tunnel vision looking at everything dying very quickly and thinking, right, I better get a move on to try and do some damage, because I didn't do anything in that game. It's a pretty boring game. Even though I died, as I did, you know, I made 6,000 credits and I took a profit of 6,000 credits, so you know, not so bad. So have I got enough to move on to the next one? I don't really want to use my free XP. No, I'm going to take another one then. So let's see what else we can do with this. I suspect for the next few days all you're going to hear is Czech tank, Czech, or see is Czech tanks. After Czech tanks, after Czech tanks. We will see. So where are we? Winter's Himmelsdorf. There's a few more, a bit of variety here amongst the other tanks, which is good. Let's see what we can do. Well, having played that tank, it's obviously got 0 armour but quite a good gun. So, what are we up against? What's that? G Panzer Mark 6. I don't know what that is. I don't know my lower tiers so well, so I really don't know what that is. The Panzer II could be a bit problematic, even though it's only a 2 tier, because it's got such a rapid firing gun, and on a tank like this that's got no armour, it can shred us basically. So, and of course he's up to top here because he's quick and he can get there. So let's push on up. It's a 12v12, which isn't something you see very often. Obviously matchmaking is struggling to find enough people to play. Get shot into the Panzer II, but he was suspected he can just ravage my armour. Gun depression on this isn't too bad. Come on, move back a bit so we can actually get shot. A bit concerned about our rear because it appears... Wow, this gun is accurate. I like it. I mean, that really is a... Bear in mind I have... Oh, you must move back a bit, I'll shoot you. That's killed him. So it appears that gun is pretty pokey. For its tier, of course. And then we're talking, everything's relative, right? Oh, that's what that thing is. That's why I don't understand what it was. It's obviously one of those new artillery pieces. The yeah, it must be American, I think. I'm not going to get any more kills or any more damage. I've hardly done anything in this game. Cool. Fire on the... Oh, get out of my way! Joy. Low tier games, huh? So I haven't done anything with it really, but it's a moderately mobile, not particularly awesome tank. Let's head on down here because it looks like there's some tanks that have come around this side. Maybe had a rather better game than I have. I'll rely on a few of those other fellows to reset the cap. Hopefully they do in time. Let's head on down through here. Ha ha ha. Oh look, they're all in the cap. Okay, maybe we should push up that way then. See what we can do. There's only 3 tanks left and they're all in the cap. 54 GMC. It's not a tank I'm familiar with. Again, I don't know many of the lower tier ones, to be absolutely honest, so You know, at the end of the day, they're low tier, they're low tier. The only one I know pretty well is that Panzer IIJ, because it's infamous, frankly. One reload. So, long aim time, but quite a good accurate gun, all told. You know, but you know, frankly, you're not going to be playing these tiers for very long, are you? You're more interested in getting on and up and through the different different vehicle lines. So, yeah, 4 shots, 3 hits, 3 penetrations. 5,000 credits, which isn't too bad, I suppose. There you go. So, can I move on to the next thing? I'd have to spend some free XP. Oh, cracky, there's a lot of modules on the next one. Yeah, okay, let's just do that then. So that looks an interesting gun. So it's an auto-loading gun at yeah, interesting. Okay, let's buy it. Right, without crew again. Well, it's not much XP, so let's just XP through and see what we can get. Probably going to need the tracks. We're going to need to upgrade the engine to move it along. Not going to bother with the radio. Let's buy those, buy the engine. We're going to need the turret, and then we'll try this gun. So let's have a look at what it looks like. Oh, looks quite interesting. Let's sell this thing because we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So sell that. And move the crew into this thing. It looks like we need another crew member. Let's retrain these fellas. Again, I'm only going to do minimum retrain because I'm not planning to keep this tank, so our standard loadout of equipment. So what's the magazine on this thing? That's 3-shot magazine. Okay, let's put some premium on this thing because being a tier 3, I could see up to tier 5. So let's accept that. Yeah, again, they're looking more tank-like. Starts off with that horrible tractor with armor plates on it, and you move through to a tank that actually looks like a tank. 220 hit points, engine speed of 42 kilometers an hour, which isn't bad actually. It's not bad at all. So it looks quite a nimble thing. Frontal turret armor looks interesting, 50 mils. But what I suspect, yeah, that will be a weak spot. The commander's hatch there will almost certainly be a weak spot. So, you know, but potentially hull down position. Your rate of fire with this gun, 3-shell magazine, time of loading 1 shell is 1 second, for loading the whole clip is 5 seconds, so that's not too bad. 82 millimeters of penetration with standard ammunition. That's pretty useful. 40 damage is pretty low. 115 aim time's okay as well. Okay, let's that's quite a nice looking tank actually. A little light tank. Let's go and see what we can do with it. So once again, lots of Czech tanks, as you would expect. I think, say, for the next few days, all we're going to see is people driving Czech tanks while they grind through them to get somewhere where they're a bit more comfortable. Now I have to say, of the tanks, I mean, to be honest, I played the tier 9 and I played the tier 10. I didn't think much to them. I don't like auto-loading tanks as a rule. Lower tier they can be quite fun, but I don't like them as a top tier tank. This is a bit sluggish. Ooh, this is slow. Okay, so it's not a nimble light tank. Not like that Panzer 1C over there who took some air. Yeah, so as I say, I don't really like auto-loading top tier tanks. Just doesn't seem to suit my style, and I think I'm tempted too often to sort of take a shot and stay and take another shot because you've got another shell in the round, in the magazine, and if you do that in top tier, you tend to just get annihilated. So I have to say I've struggled a bit with it. So here we are. Let's see. Oh, it's a Valentine, so let's see whether we can do something to him. Oh. Ow! Oh, took some crossfire there. Wow, we haven't got the accuracy we had on the last one. Well, that wasn't so bad. Maybe I was just not aiming properly. So they've made a bit of a mistake, I think. So the reload on this is quite good. Yeah, so I think they made a mistake because they haven't contested the top here, and the thing about that is we can shut down anything that's trying to move down the side through the town if we've got vision, which we do. Panzer 3, Panzer 3, that would be a bit of a mismatch. Oh. Ah, sugar. What's my engine? That was stupid because I knew that guy was still there. Nice side shots. Oh, there's a flak. One of those French auto-loaded, French artillery. Oh, put your brain back in. French TDs that Wargame actually took off the market because it was so good. Oh, this is not an accurate gun. Even largely fully loading. Fully aiming even. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. I can't speak. So it looks a pretty tank, but it's not a very effective tank from what I can see. I know I haven't got a maximum skilled crew here. I haven't done a huge amount in this thing. It's not very mobile. The gun's good, but yeah, killed me. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. Don't like that very much at all. Which is a shame, really. I thought that was going to be an interesting looking tank, but it's not, frankly. So whatever. Let's see what our friend. So you know, it's a tier 3 tank. Most people are not going to keep a tier 3 tank. You know, I think I've got a couple of them in my garage just for the lols. Occasionally you want to play a bit different, and you know, generally if your platoon buddies want to do something a bit different, you'll load up something like a tier 3. But really, when are you going to play one? Yeah, that was lousy. But anyway, there you go. So that's the first 3 tiers of the Czech line. Yeah, I think I'm that's horrible. That's slightly better. Quite like the gun on that thing. This thing has at least got a decent gun, but it's horrible. Seems to be horrible aim time. What was the aim time supposed to be for that? Oh, thank you, Wargaming. Very good tank, that IS-2. If you're interested in buying something. Aim time 1.7. It seemed worse than that. So, but it, you know, yeah, it is what it is. These are low tier tanks. You're really only getting them to get on and upwards. So, yeah, there you go. So that's the Czech start of the Czech Czech tree of tanks, and yeah, it is what it is. I think, as I say, from my overall expectation of these tanks is based on the few that I played on the test server, and also this Skoda T40, is that they tend to be at the high level tend to be fairly nimble tanks with pretty good guns, but zero armor. So if that's sort of thing that you like, then I expect I'll be seeing you out driving in your Czech tanks today as well. So anyway, this is Gamer Dom, signing off. I will see you later on, and please, if you found this video helpful or interesting, please do like and subscribe, and you know, feel free to leave comments and suggestions in the comment section below, because it would help to know what you think, and whether they're heading in the right direction. So anyway, Gamer Dom, signing out now, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.